What's up, YouTube? It's Coach Mike Lee here, checking back in with you. We off to a good start in 2026. I just want to make sure that I'm pouring into my community and giving y'all a little guidance and words of encouragement and wisdom. My thing right now is for you to focus on building a system around your fitness plan and your goals. All right, you got to have a system working for you that is going to make things easier, not harder. You want to work smarter. Work hard in the gym, but work smart with how you set your workouts up and how you plan out your day, from your nutrition to your rest. Everything needs to be well thought out, and it needs to be something that you can get in a rhythm. Fitness journeys are about finding your rhythm. And you'll have some months where you're really hitting it hard, then you'll have some time where you fall back a little bit and maintain. And you go through different cycles throughout the year. But with it being so early in the year and a lot of people just getting started for the first time, right now is the time to start realistic. Don't think that you're gonna get off the couch and then start working out 5 days a week. That's not realistic. But give yourself at least 2 days a week. 2 days is always a good start. That's always what I tell my clients or anyone that comes and works with me. Try to at least give yourself 2 days a week of real work. And, when you put the work in, the results will come. And I say that all the time because it's true. You just gotta be consistent. And consistency over the long haul produces better results, real results, long-lasting results. So it's better to work out all year, even if you're just going twice a week. On a bad week, you may only have one workout that week, but you train from January of 26 to January of 27. You just keep putting the work in. That's better than starting off hot 5 days a week, for the first 2 or 3 weeks and then burning out. You want to avoid burnout, and really get your goals in order. Figure out what it is that you want and then do your best to go after it, but make your goals realistic. If you want to make smart goals, that's a good way to start. Something that you can obtain. You want your goals to be realistic, and you want to be, you got to be motivated to go get it. But it's all about preparation and then execution. They both got to be on point. Your preparation got to be on point. Your execution got to be on point. And then once you get in that rhythm, that's when you start to see results. And then you also learn how to listen to your body. That's very important. Listen to your body. When it's time to back off, when it's time to give yourself some extra therapy, treatment, you do that. It's like you got to approach it as if it's a marathon, not a sprint. You don't want to burn yourself out. Too many people burn themselves out and then they lose confidence in themselves, and it's hard to get back. It's hard to get back, when you start doubting yourself. Always believe, set goals that you can do, and then get the right people around you. That's a part of the system. The right people, the right trainer. If you're listening to me right now, that's a good start. Go out and just seek improvement. It can come from a lot of places, but get your home base set up and your core team and your support group and go after it. And life gets in the way. I understand. A lot of us are parents. We got family and other obligations and things going on, but we still got to find time to put the work in. That's why I say make it realistic, sustainable, something that you can do. If the morning is the best time out of your day, when you have time to yourself, then you need to schedule your workouts for the morning. If it's late at night, if that's the sacrifice you need to make, or if you just tend to have that time at that, those late hours of night, then put the work in late. It doesn't matter what time, as long as you're doing it. As long as you're doing it. To all my boxing folks out there, my people that's putting in that work in the boxing gyms, salute, keep it up. And to my beginners who are interested in learning boxing, go on my website, leedsfitnessunlimited.com, and I got it broken down, a boxing fundamental series, where I pretty much lay it out for you, the beginner steps and things you need to do if you want to start. Boxing is a great form of self-defense. It's a great form of exercise. It's one of the best styles of fitness that I've found that can get people in top shape. You build different types of strength with boxing, and it's something that you can pursue at any time in life. You can always, as long as you can pick your hands up, stand on your 2 feet, throw some punches, you can do some boxing. And what you do with it is what you do with it. There's definitely different lanes to take when it comes to that. Some people get into it for the sport and the competition. You got to be a special type of person to do that. That's not for everybody. But learning how to defend yourself should be for everybody. And fitness is for everybody. And throwing punches over and over and over, and burning calories, and getting a good sweat going, and getting your heart rate up, it's good for your health. And that's what we're all about. So I've taught boxing to people from all different walks of life. All of them weren't fighters. I've definitely worked with and still work with a good amount of fighters and people that take boxing, as an art, science, serious for competition. And their training is very, very different than just someone who wants to do boxing for fitness. But at its core, you're all doing the same thing. You're pushing your body to new limits, and you're doing a proven craft. Boxing's been around for hundreds of years, and it ain't going nowhere. It ain't going nowhere. So it's a reason for that. And there are other forms of self-defense. There are other forms of martial arts and other forms of fitness. But that's a key component to it right there. And that's what is always going to be a part of what we do here at Lee's Fitness Unlimited. We do a lot of things. We train for a lot of different things. A lot of people come to us for all types of training. I coach football. I work with football players and a lot of different athletes that have nothing to do with boxing. But, boxing is still at the core of some of it in some area, some realm. I've been doing that for a while. So if you don't know me, I'm Coach Mike Lee from the Bay Area, Oakland, California. And, I grew up around football in the Bay Area, still involved with it. Coached football at San Leandro High School, varsity running backs and cornerbacks. And I was blessed with the opportunity to go play in college. I played at Laney for Coach Beam and the Laney Eagles. That was a great program to be a part of. I played at the University of Idaho, and that was my college experience. And now I'm back in the program that did a lot for me, which was San Leandro High School program, and I'm giving back and coaching to the youngsters that's there now. So if you follow my content, you guys will be getting some updates on my football coaching And if you're interested in that, stay tuned. We had a good season just passed in 2025, looking to have a better one in 2026. We made it to the first round of the playoffs. And but yeah, we got to get back to work. Got some more business to take care of on that end. So stay tuned. Leads Fitness Unlimited 2026. I'm coming with more workouts, more insight. I've been doing this for a long time. I've been doing fitness for a long time, and there's certain things that I teach that's been very helpful to people, a bunch of people over the years, and so now I just want to give more of it, give my perspective and insight, because I believe I have a pretty good base of just experience. I'm also a teacher. I teach PE for kids, grades kindergarten to 8th grade. So I teach kindergarten to 8th grade. I'm coaching. And then I coach varsity high school, so I get all the high school kids. So I get to coach kids from very, very young levels, very early stages in their development, all the way to high school and college. With boxing, I've been able to work with some professional fighters, some local guys around here, and it's been good. We're just gonna keep on mashing and putting the work in. If you guys got any questions for me, send them in. I'll be happy to answer them. And get it while it's good. I don't know how long I'm gonna be doing this, but I do plan to be more consistent on it. And yeah, Lee's Fitness Unlimited. Also, go online, check out my book. Put a book out, and it's called Raising Strong. It's a book to help guide parents when they're raising kids to be athletes. And it goes into the same thing that I'm talking about now. What we started off this video talking about was just not burning out, put them on a sustainable plan. If they got a goal to do something athletically, you gotta help them get there, pretty much. And there's ways to do it. I have countless examples of ways to do it and ways not to do it. I've seen parents really step in and help guide their kids to success. And I've seen parents do the opposite and step in and sabotage a kid's athletic experience. So, it's important to do things a certain way, especially if you got certain goals to obtain. But sports is good for everybody. I believe that, everybody could be out there doing something. The body's meant to move, and if you can't do it on a high level, do it on a low level, do it on a recreational level. It's all good. Just move. The world will be a better place if everybody start moving, exercising more, getting healthy, and just getting right. So that's it for this video this week. Make sure you subscribe, get your questions in, and follow on Substack also. Get on Substack. We got some exclusive stuff over there as well. And I'll be sending workouts and other good stuff for you guys to follow along with. So you may catch me on YouTube for a little bit of my coaching philosophy or quick conversation, but follow on the website, follow on Substack, and you'll be getting some actual practical workouts and stuff sent to you as well. So, yeah, let's all put the work in and get better this year.